Welcome to the 10th Annual Film and Media Excellence Awards Night. I'm Sebastian Chapelas, and I'll be your host for tonight's show, and I am so excited to share the student work in this showcase. The Northern California Media Educators, or NCME organization, was formed by teachers of media to increase cooperation and showcase student work. Tonight is all about celebrating the original work of our fellow creators and sharing it with you, our viewing audience. We entered this competition to have our work judged by professionals, get feedback, and view the best work in Northern California to inspire us. To give you a scope of our region, we have received submissions from Galt High School, River City High School, Rockland High School, Franklin High School, Casa Roble High School, Wood Creek High School, Center High School, 12 Bridges High School, and Colfax High School. Tonight's award showcase will screen 18 of the top submissions in their categories, and we will award each student for their outstanding work. The videos were judged by industry professionals from local television news stations, several members of the Sacramento video industry, and media experts in the field. If your film or story is announced as a winner, awards will be sent to your school and presented by your teacher. Before we get started, we would like to thank the NCME board for making this event a reality. President Brad Clark for his leadership and judge coordination. Vice President Wade Wolff awards and awards show director. And board members Brianna Jope, Brooke Beckett, and Christopher Hanks for serving and supporting the NCME and the FAME Awards. To celebrate all of our winners this evening, we will be throwing it out to the hosts of each category from the Colfax television team to present the awards. Without further ado, I'd like to toss it out to Jade Shad, who will be presenting the category Human Interest Story.
Thank you, Sebastian. Our first of two categories being awarded tonight are in the broadcast journalism part of the show, and our first category is Human Interest Story. A human interest feature is about a person or an event and pays special attention to the storytelling. The third place winner for Human Interest Story is Colfax High School's Park Benches Story, created by Samantha Reedy Platt and Sebastian Chapelas.
This year, the Colfax Engineering Program and Environmental Club took on the challenge of strengthening their own community by building redwood benches for a quarter-mile walking path at Solstice Senior Center in Auburn, California. This ambitious project all started when Mr. Schwartz, a Colfax High School math and engineering teacher, saw an opportunity to improve the living conditions at the center.
We thought about building benches at Solstice maybe a few years ago, but it was this last summer that students and I went down to Solstice and interviewed a few of the seniors there, including my mother.
This meeting spurred a $10,000 grant application to Harbor Freight Tools for Schools, of which Colfax was granted. The team immediately sourced wood locally from Colfax alumnus Brian Bixler, and senior engineering student Hayden Conger volunteered to head the project.
We have all these ideas to try and make our design perfect for elderly citizens, and so it's really hard to just incorporate all those into a bench.
The construction process was more than just a fun design challenge. It was an opportunity to make something lasting that was also environmentally conscious.
Our whole goal with this bench is that it is carbon negative, meaning that we're actually drawing carbon out of the atmosphere. So there are two ways this thing is carbon negative, kind of like two negatives making a positive. The first is that the wood is destined to the dump to decompose, releasing all of the carbon and producing methane. So rather than have that material go to the dump, we divert it to the high school where we mill it and then mill it in lumber, and that's the back and the bench. And then the legs are going to be cast in concrete, and we're going to use a green concrete that can actually draw carbon out of the atmosphere.
Although the concept of making benches may seem like an odd choice for building connections in the community, it was never really about the benches themselves, but a chance to connect generations.
I believe it's important for high school students to not only be involved in their community, but to establish relationships with seniors. Because as a whole, we tend to separate our generations. The kids do things together, the parents do things together, the grandparents hang out with the grandparents. I feel like there's less familial groupings. There's less kids hanging out with seniors. And there's a lot you can learn from them.
With a successful design and production, one bench installed and more on the way, the engineering department is successfully meeting their defined needs of creating environmentally sound benches and building community. Sometimes, benches are taken for granted by the average passerby, but perhaps they represent opportunity. So maybe next time you walk by a bench, consider having a seat and soaking in the little things. Reporting for CTV, I'm Sebastian Chapelis for camera op and editor Samantha Reedy-Platt.
It's going to be hard to walk by an empty bench without thinking about that story. Well done, Samantha and Sebastian. Now for our second place winner, it's 12 Bridges High School, The Ghost of Biermans, created by Phoebe Griswold, Riley Amica, Brennan Howard, and Olivia Brown.
In small towns across America, urban legends are commonplace, and Lincoln is no different. But the key to this mystery lies in history.
The Biermans Restaurant building in Lincoln, California was constructed in 1864 and was originally one of the first Oddfellows buildings across America. I'm here at the Lincoln Archives and I'm with
Carl Salzer, one of the docents.
What is your experience with the Biermans ghost in the Biermans Restaurant?
If somebody comes in every couple of years and says, is it true? But, you know, the only ghosts in there are, they can't seem to keep a restaurant in there.
The Biermans Restaurant building has been very unsuccessful, with many businesses coming and going.
It's been around a long time, and it's got a real unique history.
People across Lincoln have made rumors about the building that it's cursed and there's a spirit living within. Do you think Biermans Restaurant is haunted?
Absolutely, 100%. If you've had the chance to go in there, you will feel the same energy, and yeah, definitely it's haunted. For me, being here as long as I have, I've experienced a lot of kind of eerie energy when I go through there, and one time I was in there and we were upstairs for a wedding and there was a banquet reception, and I went to use the bathroom and I closed the door, and I think there's 3 or 4 stalls in there, I can't remember because it's been so long, but I was going to use the bathroom and I swear I saw like a pair of boots, and it was a woman's restroom. It wasn't like gender neutral at the time, and I looked down before I sat down and there was like a pair of boots, and then I got up like, I thought I was in the wrong bathroom, so I got up like, oh shoot, and then when I looked there was no boots.
What's your experience with the Biermans Restaurant ghost?
I have a friend who used to work in the building, and she actually used to clean it a long time ago. We've watched that place change hands so many times. And when she used to clean the building, she'd have so many different experiences happen. The radio would turn on by itself, like the dispatch radio. Things would move and go flying.
With the ghosts that were reported at Biermans, we would have to close late at night. Sometimes I'd have to be there by myself as a manager closing. And you would definitely hear some weird things in the building, creaking planks of floor kind of above you. You'd hear doors kind of creaking open a little bit here and there on the 3rd floor in the bathrooms. Just, you know, kind of an eerie feeling.
There's no doubt about it, Lincoln is full of history and interesting stories. But as for this urban legend, it may never be solved. This has been Brennan Howard reporting for Crash TV.
What a creative and spooky way of capturing just one of Lincoln's urban legends. Congratulations, Phoebe, Riley, Brennan, and Olivia. And now for our first place winners, we have Colfax High School's Katie Marks and Olivia Bright with their Colfax Bistro piece.
Hey Colfax, I'm Katie Marks.
And I'm Olivia Bright.
And this is the Colfax Bistro. We are here today to give you a taste of the Colfax Bistro on Main Street.
And we're going to talk to the owner, take you through the kitchen, and try some food.
So come along with us on this tasty journey of Asian cuisine.
The Colfax Bistro team opened its doors on August 1st, 2024. Yet, the owners have been in the restaurant business for over 20 years.
Hi, my name is Min. I'm the co-owner of the Colfax Bistro with my brother. What inspired us to open an Asian bistro here in Colfax is that after a decade long in a busy city, we want to slow down, we want to feel the closeness of the neighborhood, which we don't have in a big city.
Min's restaurant is thriving in Colfax. Over the 2 decades they have been in business, they have been figuring out what people's favorite meals are and catering to what they love.
We prepare some dishes in the back, and would you like to come and give it a try?
First, I'm going to be trying the shrimp curry and the garlic noodles with grilled shrimp on top, and I'm so excited to try it.
The shrimp curry was so delicious. The curry is made with steamed shrimp and then put together into a garlic curry sauce with a hint of coconut milk. This dish just happens to be one of the most popular dishes they serve. The next dish is the garlic noodles. They are made with garlic, butter, noodles, and delicious grilled shrimp on top, along with steamed carrots and broccoli on the side. I can't wait to order this dish again.
I'm gonna try the sweet and sour chicken and the noodle salad, which is the chef's favorite.
The sweet and sour chicken was one of our personal favorites and isn't on the menu yet, but it's coming soon. The chicken is fried and then put to a pan with garlic and sweet and sour sauce, and of course is topped with some veggies. Next, the vermicelli noodle salad was so fresh and reminded me of summer. In the dish, there were vegetables, rice noodles, grilled pork, and then a delicious dressing. Min is also planning on expanding his menu to try some new food items and drinks, so he gave us a Thai iced tea to wash down our food.
That was a really great experience.
Yeah, and the food was delicious.
And it had a great atmosphere.
We encourage you to come and try Colfax Bistro with your friends and family.
Thank you, Colfax, for coming along with us. I'm Katie Marks.
And I'm Olivia Bright for CTV.
Thank you, Katie and Olivia. What a great way to use your skills to support a new restaurant in town. Congratulations to all our winners in the human interest category.
Thank you, Jade. Our next category is News Event. Presenting this category, please welcome Colfax TV News Director Samantha Reedy-Platt.
Thank you, Sebastian. The news story is timely. It's a newsworthy event that took place and was reported on in a timely manner. It has a clear main topic and is covered thoroughly. Our third place winner for news event is Farmers Market, produced by Colfax High School students Juliana Masick and Sebastian Chapelis.
Hello, Colfax. I'm Sebastian Chapelis.
And I'm Juliana Masick.
Now, you may be wondering why we're out here, or where we even are.
Well, we're out here today because we found the perfect place to hang out with friends.
We're at the Auburn Farmers Market.
The Auburn Farmers Market is open every Saturday, rain or shine, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Being one of the oldest farmers markets in California, it has a wide array of booths.
Santa Foods, that might be an interesting one. Sourdough bread,
The custom desserts one.
Ooh, that might be good. That might be a good place to start. What makes your booth unique?
I think the trailer or the truck for itself. It's a shipping container converted into a truck. So it's one of a kind. Not many people have it. And also the wood-fired pizza. It's not very common that you see on a truck. So it definitely keeps us standing out, and people love the truck. Like I said, they just come and compliment it every time.
I mean, it is a nice truck.
Yeah, thank you.
Not only does the farmers market have food trucks, but it also has various booths from sweet treats to silver screens.
What do you sell here at your booth?
Pretty much mostly sweet stuff. We do make scones and brownies and cookies and an assortment of goodies.
Is it all homemade?
It's all bakery made, yeah.
I'm promoting silver screen classic movies. I show these movies always on the first Saturday of the month, but I try to have every other one be a comical movie because laughing is vital for a good life.
If you're interested in viewing these movies, Susan is showing them at Parkside Church on Richardson Drive in Auburn. Finally, to wrap it up, we'll take a look at one last booth.
So we sell a lot of different varieties of citrus. Our primary crop, though, is the Owari Satsuma that's grown here in Placer County. And we grow a lot of different citrus varieties that nobody else grows, so we do a lot of different things.
Apart from selling, Robert Bonk's other job as an owner and operations overseer at the market, plus 20 years of experience, has given him a unique insight on how the farmers market can positively affect the community.
And then the biggest thing for this is community. The fact that the customer can come here and interact with the farmer that's actually growing the food that they themselves are buying, or interact with the person that's actually making the food that they're buying.
After asking business and booth owners how they would describe the farmers market, some popular words were fabulous, delicious, fun, entertaining, and friendly.
And if you're looking for a more local spot, the Colfax Farmers Market reopens on May 23rd and will continue every Thursday from 4 to 7:30 p.m.
Well, I don't know about you, but I had an awesome time.
Yes, I had a great time too, and I can't wait for the Colfax Farmers Market to open in May and see what they have to offer. We hope to see you there.
That was a super fun piece. The food looked delicious and the booths were unique and vibrant. The Auburn Farmers Market looks like the perfect place to go hang out with your friends and family on the weekend. Our second place winner for news event is 12 Bridges' Devin Hawkins with his piece, Teacher Retention.
Salaries. It's likely due to pay.
Well, I think there's lots of reasons why teachers are leaving the profession, but I think the biggest two are just the fact that teachers aren't paid that well. So in the last 10 years, the spending per pupil has actually gone up 25%, but teacher salaries have actually gone down 0.6%. So teachers are getting paid less and less every year. And then on top of that, we're asked to do more and more.
Over the next 3 years, more than 270,000 teachers are projected to quit each year. 90% of teachers claim the factors leading to attrition, or rates of leaving the workforce, are a serious problem, and 67% see it as very serious.
It's related to amount of work that's required to be a teacher, or trainings required, or late nights, or the fact that we don't have time for grading, or whatever it happens to be.
I'd say that we should probably focus on keeping our teachers here because they do very well considering all that they have to go through.
As attrition rates rise, teacher shortages around the U.S. have also increased, creating an even bigger problem for educators, with their workloads getting heavier without compensation. The Western Placer Teacher Association is currently campaigning for the values of safety, salary, and workload.
Hi guys!
Heather Pierce, a parent and principal of a Western Placer High School, resonates with the importance of supporting teachers through these values.
I think that supporting teachers and what they need to be the best teachers that they can be is paramount. They want to know that they're supported, cared for, and recognized, and they want to know that they're doing a good job.
Michael Mall, Director of Personnel Services at the Western Placer Unified School District, says there are challenges regarding wage increase.
Schools have a very defined funding source that doesn't allow for, just being able to give more money when even though necessarily we might want to, because there's a lot of constraints that we need to meet. We know that salaries are important, we know that safety is important, and anybody in education is very justified to advocate on behalf of either of those topics.
Recognizing teachers' hard work is so easy. People go into the education field because they feel like they're making a difference. So let them know that they are and recognize them.
Recognizing teachers and staff for their hard work is so important. The graphics throughout the story were engaging, and this piece did a great job shining light on the difficulties that teachers face every day. And now for our first place winner for Best News Event is 12 Bridges High School's Phoebe Griswold with her piece Christian Club.
Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the doors of the Christian Club? Is it just a place to hang out with friends and eat pizza, or is there more to it? Let's ask the president, Addie Aquilio, to find out.
Christian Club is a faith-based club on 12 Bridges campus. We meet every Tuesday in E101 during lunch, and there's pizza provided. Yeah, so a club meeting normally runs, we have all the students come in and they sit down, and we have our officers come up and do announcements, and then we pray over the pizza and we pass out the pizza to the students, and then we have the speaker come up and they preach a little message, and then you're free to go.
Now that we've heard a little bit about the club, let's move on to a few different club members to get to know more.
I first came to Christian Club because I knew that I went to church, and it's really cool seeing that same environment at school, so it's really nice just having the same friends there, seeing my pastors there. It's really fun. Christian Club is a very welcoming environment. Like, no matter where you're from, come as you are. We're a very friendly group of people. Like, it's a safe zone. It's a safe zone, like no judgment zone. Everyone's kind to each other, and it's just a good place to be during lunch, especially at school.
My favorite part is probably just the community. You have like 60 plus kids all cramming into this classroom, and we're able to pray together and just listen to messages about God. It's just really cool. Try coming to Christian Club sometime. It doesn't matter if you have a background in faith or not. It's just a great place to be, a great community, and you're gonna have tons of fun.
What pulled me to join Christian Club was I wanted to learn more, and I can pull my friends into it also. The club has impacted my everyday life because the sermons they give is something that we can relate to on a daily basis. So I just think about it whenever I'm doing something during the day.
If you're looking for a place to learn more about Jesus, meetings are every Tuesday during lunch in room E101. This is Phoebe Griswold reporting for Crash TV.
Christian Club looks like a great opportunity for students to meet new people, explore their faith, and get involved on campus. And how can you pass up pizza? Once again, congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you, Samantha. The broadcast journalism part of the showcase has come to an end. But don't go anywhere, because the film and animation portion of the showcase is beginning right now with our documentary film category, presented by Sailor Wren.
Thank you, Sebastian. The documentary category gives the filmmaker a chance to raise awareness about social issues and situations and explore non-fictional stories. We have just one film in this category, and it's earning its second award tonight as it was already recognized by C-SPAN. Congratulations, Franklin High School's Athena Chen, Valerie Buendia, and Pia Menez on their first place documentary, Better Healthcare Calls.
Do you believe that healthcare is a privilege or a right?
In the land of opportunity, affordable healthcare remains out of reach for millions. Families are burdened, lives are lost, and the system is failing. It's time for a better solution. Healthcare in America is one of the most expensive and complex systems in the world. Despite its cost, millions still face barriers to access.
The concept of universal healthcare is something that I'm definitely in support of. And I would say most people are in support of universal healthcare. The tricky part is finding the funding for it.
The U.S. healthcare system is highly complex as they spend more on healthcare per person based on political, economic, and social attributes to help define how much it will spend.
Our current system is a market model to essentially charge ordinary people money to commodify their services that they need.
In addition, drug costs in America are 2 times more than any other country. Medicare pays for a larger percentage of a national drug cost, but is not permitted to negotiate prices with the manufacturer.
Healthcare is really fragmented, and so you have people who have healthcare. Maybe it's Medi-Cal, maybe it's private insurance, and they don't know how to use it, so they're not getting their regular preventative maintenance. So your annual mammogram, your annual colorectal screenings. And so then by the time you get to the doctor, your disease has already progressed significantly. And so you're getting to treatment late, so the costs are more expensive. I also think that we should have regulated healthcare costs where people don't just get to charge what they think is appropriate. It's actually a mandated cost for each service.
More than 26,000 Americans have died each year from being unable to afford insurance and a mere medical bill. This means many will have to choose between medical treatment and basic necessities.
The demographic also affects healthcare. The social determinants of health, that's big, and it's been talked about a lot lately because we've noticed that healthcare, there isn't equity in healthcare, like you mentioned at the beginning. There's a lot of issues with our healthcare system. So one of the things is the social determinants of health. These are things like your education. If you're less educated, you're more likely to have poor health. If you come from a low socioeconomic neighborhood, as we have seen, they've done a lot of research. They found like they don't even have enough groceries. They have a lot of fast food restaurants, and therefore that affects what they eat. And they're not healthy, and they're more predisposed to other chronic conditions. So the social determinants of health, that's something that's big because some of these social determinants of health are the drivers to people being sick.
Some may argue that Medicare for all would lead to longer wait times and strain on resources. Some, like private health insurance companies, believe that the current system works best.
The Democrats' so-called Medicare for all plan. Well, really, it's one-size-fits-all government-controlled health care, and it is extremely expensive. They've just reported the cost of Medicare for all would be $34 trillion. That's 34 with a T.
And the amount of money essentially is totally doable, totally manageable. We already have close to 65% of every dollar in the medical delivery system, which now comes from public sources. So we would have to maybe raise something in the vicinity of 15 to 20% more dollars, which can be put into taxes, which means that everybody would be saving thousands of dollars immediately every year when and if we essentially are able to drive home the policy of universal single-payer health care. We will have the most advanced model on earth of a service delivery system. And if we can make a system better than the one that they have in Cuba, which is a true population health system, we will absolutely be able to transform our relationship to one another in society.
It will help with access.
Would be easier to educate patients on.
Anybody can call in.
Thank you for showcasing an important topic that featured a variety of interviews in top-flight script writing. Congratulations again to Franklin High School.
Thank you, Sailor. An important topic indeed. The next category celebrates the funny side of film with short fiction comedy. Here's your presenter, Ari Nelson.
Thanks, Sebastian. For this category, we have just a first place winner, so let's get right into it. Our winner is Emily Ann Sheldon from Galt High School with her film, The Makers.
I bet you I could hit that water bottle on the trash can over there.
That was good. I bet I could hit it in that hoop over there. Thanks. Okay, see you tomorrow? Start with basketball? Yep. Sounds good. Okay, want to play a quick game of horse? Sure. Winner gets $5. Okay. Start with a free throw. Okay, your turn. Set the shot. In the corner. Okay, my shot. Let's go, baby! My next shot, a corner three. Let's go. Okay. What's the next shot?
Backwards three.
That's crazy. Okay, your shot. Let's go, my turn. Let's go, baby! Sweet. This game is taking forever.
And nobody even has a letter yet.
But I'm gonna up the stakes on this next shot. I'm gonna hit half quarter now, but you should film this one. Let's go, baby! Did you get that on video?
I did.
Shoot, that's so cool.
That was. Are you gonna post it?
I think I'll post it. I think it'll be good. But I think we should call the game here. Nobody's getting a letter.
Yeah.
We're just too good.
We can't miss.
Can't miss. We're the makers. This is first try. Let's go, baby!
Okay, that short is a perfect example of the need for on-screen talent. The makes were compelling because we could see most of them being made. No fancy camera techniques needed with that talent. Congratulations, Emily Ann.
Thank you, Ari. For all our aspiring filmmakers out there, think more comedy for next year. Our next category is animated short. Presenting this category is Jasmine Clampett.
Thank you, Sebastian. The short story animation is a compelling story in a fictional, narrative, short format. The story must be an original script. Entries in this
category may use 2D, 3D, or stop motions. Now let's get to our third place winner. It is Franklin High School's Jelani Escorpiso with We Want Rockford.
Once elected, I will raise taxes through the roof and make living unbearable.
Hey boss, you called me in? You see, I ain't sure if you've been caught up with the recent election, but Wackford's been saying some real iffy stuff.
I don't care about any of you! I hate all my voters!
Stuff like that. You see, I got a real fishy feeling about his campaign, and I want you to look into it. Sounds good. I'll look into it. First, though, you'll be working with a partner. Boss, you know I don't work with nobody. But I don't care.
Oh boy, golly, I'm so excited to be working with you. OMG, do you think it'll be that hardcore? Serving some real baddies some justice? I think I'm ready. What about you? I think we'll be a great team.
Looks like we have unwanted guests. Sound the alarm!
Don't sound the alarm. Let them think they're safe.
There has to be something here. Well, hello. What is this? By Jove! They're growing their voters in a lab!
Now, lock him in there. Open the lab doors.
Open the lab doors!
Once our troops are in there, our little journalist friend won't know what hit him. What do you mean he's not there? He's in the ceiling?
He's in the ceiling?
He's right above us.
What are you doing, you idiots? Fire! He's getting away, you Nimrods! Idiots!
I'll deal with this myself.
How do I get out of this place?
Hold it. I don't know who you are or who you work for, but I'm afraid to tell you that I can't let you go and jeopardize my campaign. Sorry, kid. Nothing personal.
I think that would, well...
I just shot a man.
Political schemes unveiled. Candidate Wackford is foiled in a futile attempt to advantage himself with lab-grown voters. Luckily, in a daring mission, local journalist Felix Mikowski exposed the whole ordeal, alerting the boys in blue. And here they are now, taking away minions and assistants to Wackford in his futile ploy for political domination. And the man responsible, Wackford, do you have any response to the disappointed voters at home?
I may be injured, I may be incarcerated, but soon enough, I'll be back with a new scheme. You can't stop me. You won't even know what hit you.
I loved the voice acting. It really brought more to each character, and it was a very funny animations. Congratulations, Jelani. Now for our second place winner, it's Franklin High School's Xing Ming Lai with A Monster's Heart. I really appreciate the adorable sound effects and cute thought bubbles. Your animation was both heartwarming and action-filled, which is a perfect combination. Congratulations, Zin. Now for our first place winner for short film animations, it's Franklin High School's Yinghai Vu, Ai Thi, Anjali Kumar, and Nancy Huang with A Fleeting Star. I really love the deep, heartfelt meanings and the artistic detail put into the story. It was very sad, but in a good way. Congratulations to all our winners.
Thank you, Jasmine. We have arrived at the last category of the night, the filmmakers category of short story drama. Here to present this award is Maggie Patterson.
Thank you, Sebastian. Short story drama incorporates a range of genres that can include action, horror, thriller, science, etc. Each of these films has an original script or is a public domain adaptation. The third place winners in short story drama are Jaden Barkle and Van Yanchi from River City High School with their film Froger trailer.
Don't go away. I won't go away. I'm going to be right over there, and I'll be right back.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're part of my heart, and tonight
Damn raccoons. What?
Congratulations on your win. Your opening single shot was challenging, and needless to say, you had me guessing what's going to happen, which is the point of the trailer. Well done. Our second place winner is from Rockland High School. It's Audrey Guzman with her film Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
On garden the day my head pops out, it's another cold grey morning. Overstew the water, it mostly turns to air. Out for a walk, I imagine 3 times slipping on the wet leaves, and the blood rushing out from the cracks in my head, then merge with the red and amber munch.
Do you think fish know that they're wet? Yeah, you're right. I probably wouldn't know either. Do you think fish even drink water? What about aquatic mammals, like dolphins or whales? Do they drink water?
You know, I don't really.
Yeah, that was a stupid question. How many pennies do you think would fit in this room?
Hey, maybe we could go outside for a little bit? You know, feel the breeze against your skin?
Yeah. Okay. That might be nice. We shouldn't have come out here. I can't stand being outside without you. I mean, I just wish you were really here.
She's not coming back, you know. But to have me, you need me.
Yeah, you're right. I just don't want to think about it right now.
You know, she wouldn't want you to be sad. She's in a better place now. You don't have to worry. You have me.
No. I don't want to believe that that's true.
It is. And you know it.
Don't say that. I don't think you really believe I had no significance in your life. Am I not allowed to grieve?
You know you have to let go of her. You have to get over it.
You can't just tell me to get over it. You don't know how it is. Alone, without the only person who I thought could understand me.
You're clinging to something that's already gone. She's not coming back, and I'm all you have.
I know you're not her.
Then act like it. To you, I am her. I say the things she would say. I keep you from breaking.
Will you keep me broken? I can't do this anymore. I want you and I need you so bad, but this can't be the way it is.
I know you don't want to do this. If you let go of me, you'll have nothing.
I light the candle. It's time to curtain the. It is only 5:00.
The soundtrack and shots had a seamless blend in that film, and it drove emotion. Great job, Audrey. And now, our first place winner for short story drama is Rockland High School's Jamie Roundtree with her piece Dissonance.
You know, I'm supposed to be 100 days sober tomorrow, which is weird, because you'd think I'd be proud or happy, or at least feel better, but I feel the same. I still want it, which is weird. It's weird to get anyone to understand that that's what I want. When the bickering gets too loud downstairs and the disappointment howls, but I fought violence with violence, buried shame with shame, carved their anger on my flesh, and I know two wrongs don't make a right, but otherwise it'd be left in my hands, this fury, and I know I don't deserve it, but my brain doesn't believe I'm worth anything more, and I've been trying so hard. I've been kinder to myself. I've been eating better, sleeping more, and it's here. I always end up here. I've had you since I was 3, and I don't think I've been happy since I was 8. And how does it feel to watch someone rot in real time? To smell the slow, sticky decay? To watch me knock myself down and pick myself up 1,000 times again and again, to hear me utter promises that tomorrow will be better, only for me to succumb to the screams. You know, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be better by now. I'm supposed to be 100 days sober tomorrow, and I'm supposed to want this. To want this life. And I guess I do, because I want to go to college, and I want to wear short sleeves in the spring, and I want to paint in the park, and I want to be happy. I really, really do. But it's here. I keep ending up here. I keep drifting towards the life I don't want to live. I keep walking towards the edge, and I keep ending up here. And I'm tired. tired of fighting every day. And I'm tired of that. Because that isn't in the life I want to live. I'm gonna be 100 days sober tomorrow. And we're gonna paint tonight, because, you know, what else is there to do?
That was a unique use of color, highlighting a strong on-camera performance. Congratulations, Jamie, and to your entire production team for this year's top film.
Before we end the program, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of the students who submitted their film, stories, and creative content to our 10th Annual Fame Awards. The work we've seen on the screen today is inspiring and proof that Northern California has a thriving community of teachers, programs, and students. We should take this opportunity to recognize all of the dedicated teachers that make up the Northern California media educators. These teachers and their enthusiastic students make this program a reality. Thank you all for celebrating with these wonderful broadcast journalists, animators, and filmmakers. We hope to see you all next year for the 11th Annual Fame Awards. Thank you and have a great night.